Hello, welcome to new unboxing and quick testing. Today will be a new XK model. This is the lowest model, I would say. This is the X250. This is more or less a kind of acrobatic quadcopter, a brush model, okay? So it takes this kind of shape of kind of aliens, and this is a so-called name, Alien X250. So it comes only in black edition, and you can find also an FPV version. Okay, so what you will find in this box, this is the non-FPV version. So here is the quadcopter itself. Okay, this is a very light and compact quadcopter, 250mm size, and maybe you will notice some familiarities, some an air of similarities with the former Double Toys V636. Okay, so I will enter into more details in few instants. What also you will find in this packaging, you will find this radio. It's a different Double Toys model. Okay, now it's an XK. It's a more compact one. Okay, you have a tiny LCD display. Okay, that's all. And on this one, you will find the different element of the radio. 4 AA batteries to fill it. Okay, and if I'm not wrong, you will find the different. For example, this right shoulder button is associated with the camera, okay, and this one is more for the return to home and the headless function. Return to home, when you just press on the left shoulder button briefly, and if you long press on it, you activate the headless mode. Okay, to select the speed mode, you have to press on the left stick. Okay, only 2 speed modes are available on this radio, and the right stick is to indicate the flipping, it's to activate flipping. After pressing on it, you have this beep emitted, and you have to indicate in which direction you want to perform a flip. Okay, so only 2 speed mode, right shoulder button for the videos, I don't have any camera there, and this one for the headless mode. Okay, what you will find this battery, which is a 780 mAh model, 1S, rated 20C in discharge rate. Pretty compact. I can give the dimension, if you can see well. So in length, it's more or less standard. You have something like 50mm, okay. In length, in wide, sorry, 28, and in width, you have something like 7mm, 20, close to 8. So it's pretty light. And I can give the weights of this model of LiPo. So standalone, the battery scale something like 17 grams, okay, 20.8 grams. Okay, the quadcopter itself, without anything, I will use this box as there. Without the battery scales, 81 grams, 91 grams. Okay, pretty light, and everything installed, you will reach 112 grams, so which is pretty light. You have to know that you have some 8.5mm by 20mm coreless brushed motors. The nice features, you have some ball bearings installed. There are some 3mm by 6 by 2, so 3mm for inners. There are, maybe you can see there, there are 3mm for the inner diameter, 6 for the outers, and 2mm width. So they are standard, they are used in a lot of quadcopters. That's pretty good, but they are already installed. That's definitively a good point. So concerning the quadcopter, here is the business part. You have a lot of slots, different ports. One of them, for example, this one is used for to plug the FPV, and you can also install any Double Toys accessories. You can use one of these 3 remaining plugs. That's pretty good. This quadcopter comes with a GST connector, okay, and you can gently insert the LiPo in this way. So insert the LiPo like this, and correctly plug the LiPo with the GST connector. As you can see, you have 4 different transparent parts. On each extremity of them, you will find a small LEDs, okay, to bring some light on this quadcopter. So I will turn on everything. To be honest, I think I found that the lights are not so visible. So while it's not a fantastic night flyers, I would expect more brightening LEDs. Some yellow on front, red on rear, and it can be sometimes maybe hard to find find your orientation during the night. So I'm a little bit disappointed with the brightness of the light. Okay, so I said there are some ball bearings, a large capacity model. You can expect with this battery more than 8-9 minutes of flying duration. That's pretty good. The ratio weight versus power thrust of motor are pretty good. And one word about the associated feature of this model. Yeah, on the first advertising, it was assumed to have the foot-up radio protocol, a kind of altitude hold features, okay, and a kind of auto-landing features when you're losing transmission. As you already may saw in my others video, none of these features are true. For example, the radio protocol is not the Futaba one, it's the classic, I would say, V2 X2 protocol based on an NRF24L01 RF chip. It's a pretty good news because you can use your old double choice transmitter or GXD or GJRC1 or your Deviation TX radio to fly with, and it will bring a nice range improvement. But the bad news, I will say that the Futaba protocol is known to have a fantastic range, so something like close to 1 kilometer. So paradoxically, with this classic double choice, you can expect more than 200 meters of range, which is not bad. But I said one of these sports can be used to plug, for example, the double choice V686G FPV kit. You can directly plug it and transform it into FPV. They are compatible, pine by pine. That's another pretty good news. But with 200 meters of range, it will limit a bit the range of the FPV mode. Okay, but anyway, this quadcopter got a lot of autonomy. That's pretty good. Even with the camera combo, the FPV install, you will reduce to 6 minutes, only 2 minutes less. That's good news. So only maximum 200 square meters of range. And well, one word also about the transmitter. Only 2-spin mode, and you will see on my first outdoor test the actual mode. If you press on this one, it was assumed to be the speed mode. You don't feel a lot of difference between the beginner mode and the expert mode. The rates, especially in pitch and roll, are not really improved with this expert mode. So it's maybe a bug of the radio, I don't know. Okay, and maybe there is a problem, but the good news, as soon you are flying your quadcopter with, for example, the Deviation TX model, the Devo 7A, the rates are much more improved in everything, yaw, pitch and roll. That's becoming a really pure acrobatic model. That's pretty nice, because out of the box with this radio is not really the case. It assumed to be an acrobatic model, and I found a little bit slow, at least in a yaw. You can perform very well from female. The pitch rates are not fantastic. It's not so fast, but it's a completely different story when you fly with a double choice model or a different radio, compatible radio.